Okay. Chào Gon, Kian.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Kian?
Mm, I'm quite busy.
Quite busy. Okay.
I have so much assignment about literature
Right.
club, so I
Okay.
forgot to write you an email.
Right. That's okay. That's okay. I look forward to getting one when you're not so busy. Okay. Chào Gon, chào Mi.
Hi, teacher.
How are you, Chami?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
I'm good. I'm good, thank you. Okay, can everyone turn the cameras on, please? Who else can I see? Chào Gon, Kak Song.
Hello, teacher.
And Chào Gon, Fung Ni.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Fung Ni?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. So Fung Ni, can you stay behind at the end of the lesson, please?
Yes,
And then we can discuss your essay.
yes.
Okay, good. Okay. Thank you, Chami. I can see you now. Is it cold today, Chami? You have look like you have some jersey on.
Yes, I think so. It's about 25 degrees or
That's
like that
hot.
because
It's
yes,
it's
but
hot.
yesterday it was raining heavily. It was
Right.
rain heavily.
It
Yes.
was. No, you were right the first time, Chami. Raining heavily. It was
Yes.
raining heavily. Yeah. Okay, right. It's about 25 degrees today here too. You can see I'm not wearing a jersey.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Can everyone, as soon as you join, turn your cameras on, please. And so I won't greet everyone this time because there are quite a few students in this class now. So by the time I greet everyone, it will take too long. So thank you all for coming to the class this morning. And just a reminder, Kian, I can't see you yet. Bao Ming is still connecting. Fung Ling is still connecting. Thank you, Kian. I can see you now. Thank you. Fung Ling, can you turn your camera on, please? What I'm going to do with is classes, because there are quite a few students, I want to start as close to 10 a.m. as possible, please. So if you can try to log in just a couple of minutes before 10 a.m. in future, so that we're ready to start at 10 a.m. Otherwise, we lose too much time at the beginning of the lesson, waiting for everyone to join. How are you, Fung Ling?
I'm good. Thank you.
Good.
Teacher.
Good. Okay, so it's after 10 a.m. So because you students are here already, you are on time, you are punctual, we will get started. So, Chào Gon, everyone. Nice to see you again. I hope it's not too rainy today in Hanoi. And I hope you've had a good week, although I know some of you are very busy with coursework, and I know some of you will have exams coming up too. What we're going to do today is, as you know, this is now a 2-hour class. We will spend the first hour on writing and the second hour on speaking. Haven't done any speaking for a while yet, but we will start today. Okay, I'm just going to share the screen with you to show you what we will be doing today. All right, now actually I do want to wait for another few students to join us. Hello, Tukling, how are you?
Hello, Mr. Ray. I'm great.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. All right, because I just want to again reinforce, because this will be the last time we do writing task 2 for a little while. So I need to reinforce, and I need to know that you all understand the difference between the essay types, okay, the 5 different essay types, and again, the difference in structure. Now, again, this is just a review of what we did last week, but I know some of you were away last week. So, but I want to make sure that everyone understands the framework and the structure of the Task 2 essay before we leave this topic for a while, because it is most important if you want to get a good mark in the Ielts test. It is most important that you know what the framework and structure is. Okay? If you don't get the framework and structure correct, you won't get a good mark. So that is the first thing to know. Even before we start to worry about your ideas and we start to think about vocabulary, you need to know what the structure. Just like I've used this analogy before, when you are building a building, you need to make sure it has strong foundations before you start. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at, the 5 different essay types. Now you need to know this because this affects the structure of your essay. I'll just check who else has joined the class. Michael, can you hear me now?
Hello, Mr. Ray.
How are you, Michael?
Yeah, my internet was connecting, so like it took a lot of time.
I saw that connecting very slowly. But you are here now. I can
Yes,
see
yeah,
and see you
I
now. That's good. All right. Right. So I'm just making a list of all the students who I can see so far. Feng Ling. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Kian, I can see you. Thank you, Feng Ling. And Tuk Ling, I've got. Okay, everyone. So, Kian.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Kian, looking at the 5 different essay types, hopefully you can see on the document I've got in front of you. This one here, Kian, okay, a question that has these as part of it, what sort of essay is it? Can you tell me? What type of essay?
It's opinion essay.
Correct. Well done, Kian. Okay, so everyone, okay, when you see these words in the question of the essay, okay, it is an opinion essay, even though it might not say it's an opinion essay. It might say this, give your opinion, okay, so you know it's an opinion essay, but it might just say something like this. All right, do you agree with this view? Or to what extent do you agree or disagree? Anytime you see these words, agree, disagree, you know it's an opinion essay. It's an opinion essay. We'll come back to that in just a moment as to why an opinion essay is different from all other sorts of essay. Charmi.
Yes.
Okay, Charmi, this one that I've highlighted, what sort of essay is this?
It's the discussions essay.
Is correct. Thank you, Charmi. This is a discussion essay. Easy to tell this as part of this question. Discuss your viewpoint on this issue. It's a discussion essay. Great. Feng Ni.
Yes.
Okay, Feng Ni, this type of essay topic here, what sort of essay is it?
It's problems and solution.
Is correct. Very good, Feng Ni. Okay, problems and solutions. Again, easy to tell. It says what causes water pollution. Water pollution is a problem. Okay, how can we prevent this problem? They're asking for solutions. Okay, so whenever you see something like this, what causes something, how can we stop this happening, or how can we cure this, or how can we prevent it, you know it's a problems and solutions essay. Thank you, Feng Ni. Tuk Ling.
Yes.
What is this essay?
It's the advantage and disadvantage essay.
Good. Thank you, Tuk Ling. Okay, again, very easy one to tell because it will say in the question, Discuss the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, don't be fooled by this, which says discuss. Okay, same as the discuss type essay, the discussion essay. It uses discuss, yes, but it also says discuss the advantages and disadvantages. So those are the key words, not discuss. Okay, and our final type of essay is this one, kak zung.
Yes.
What sort of essay is this? Any idea, kak zung?
No, I didn't have any idea.
Okay. Feng Ling.
Skip her, please, teacher.
Okay, not there. Bao Ling. Chao Gon. Bao Ling.
Chào thầy, hello teacher.
Okay, Bao Ling. Do you know, I know you weren't here last week, what sort of essay this is?
I think it's like encourage or persuade someone.
Sorry, it is a...
Encourage or persuade someone.
No, not
No.
quite that one. Okay, Kian,
Dạng
back
bài
to you,
gì cơ bạn?
Kian.
Um,
This essay, can you remember what this one is?
yeah, I think I don't.
Okay. Okay, Chami
It's the double questions essay.
is correct. So everyone, okay, those of you who didn't know, this is a double question essay. Okay, double question. It answers two questions. Sorry, it asks you to answer two questions. What are the reasons? What can be done to encourage them to exercise more? Okay, very similar, by the way, to the problems and solutions essay, which also has two questions. So similar structure. Okay, but this one isn't asking you about problems necessarily, but it has two questions in it. So it is a double question essay. So again, just to summarize, and like I say, this is the last time we will do this for a while. So I want to make sure that everyone understands. Okay, so Bao Ling.
Yes.
Okay, this essay here, what is it?
It's opinion.
Correct. Feng Ling.
I don't see the she's logging in. Phương Linh tập trung vào con.
I can see her.
Yeah.
Okay, Feng Ling.
I'm changing rooms.
Okay, Feng Ling. This essay here, what sort of essay is it?
Discuss.
It's a
Discussion.
discussion, correct. This is the discussion essay, okay? Remember, it's got the word discuss in it. Oops.
Control Z. To okay.
Okay. Kak Zung. Kak Zung. Oi.
Yes, I'm here. Yes.
Okay, Kak Zung, this essay, what is that?
Discuss the advantage and disadvantage
No. Kak Zung, please look at what I've highlighted. What is that?
What cause water
Yeah.
pollution? How can we prevent this problem?
What sort of essay is it, Kak Zung?
Is causes of water pollution.
Not quite.
No.
Not quite. Tuk Ling.
It is the causes and problem and solution.
It is problems and solutions. Kak Zung, can you remember that, please?
Sorry, I cannot remember this.
Okay.
Now, moment, the teacher, please give me some minutes. Okay. Các con nhớ này, tức là trong cái bài writing task 2 bây giờ đi học lại rồi, bây giờ chúng là trước khi mình bắt tay vào viết thì mình phải xác định xem có cái dạng bài đó là cái dạng bài gì chứ. Thì sau đấy bắt đầu mới lại đưa ra cái plan để viết nhá. Cho nên là phải tập trung chú ý nghe nhá. Ok, bởi vì con dạng tức là người ta đã phân ra độ khoảng có cả các cái bài khác nhau, nhưng có khoảng 5 cái dạng bài chính nhất. Thế thì mình phải nắm được là cái loại bài nào, đúng không? Và nghe thầy giải thích đấy thì các con phải chú ý nó vào về, và thậm chí là mình kể cả mình tự đọc, mình tìm hiểu thêm nữa. Oh, sorry. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
thank you very much, Mrs. Hart. Now, I see some other people have joined the class. It's great to see you, but please remember to be on time from now on, okay? It's already 1:15, so you've missed quite a bit of the lesson. So I don't want to keep on going over the same thing with the other people who've been here from the very start, okay? So please, can everyone make sure you join at 10 a.m. from now on? Because from now on, I won't wait. I will keep going right from 10 a.m. So I won't wait for anyone. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Do you want to tell them that in Vietnamese, Mrs. Ha, or is that
Yes,
enough?
ok. Các con nhớ nhé, đừng để nhắc lại là một lần nữa nhé. Bác nhắn vào trong nhóm rồi đó. Là chúng mình đã cố gắng là log in trước giờ học khoảng 2 phút để cho thầy có chào hỏi. Mà bác bảo thôi skip qua cái việc chào hỏi lâu, bởi vì nếu không thì nó sẽ rất là mất thời gian học của chúng mình. Cố gắng là mọi người tôn trọng nhau và giao học đúng giờ nhé, để khỏi phải bị nói đi nói lại ấy. Còn đấy, giống như bây giờ mình không nắm được vấn đề là rất là phiền, đúng không? Phải biết được cách là mình biết trước khi mình viết mình phải viết cái gì, giống như trước khi mình nói mình phải nói cái gì mà. Ok, thank you teacher.
Thank you, Mrs. Ha. Okay. And finally, advantages and disadvantages essay. Okay. Double question essay. So again, for the last time, okay, opinion essay, discussion essay, problems and solutions essay, advantages, disadvantages essay, double question essay. These are the 5 different essay types. Okay, you will get one of these in the test. All right, so you need to know what they are, because that helps you structure your answer. And if you don't have the right structure for your answer, then the foundation for your building, okay, is not good. All right, and it will affect your mark. Okay, and again, very quickly through these, which again you should know by now. Bowling.
Yes.
What is the difference between answering an opinion essay and the other 4 types? Do you remember?
I think we should give our opinion, and the other 4 types is giving a reason.
Close. Okay, I will tell you, because again, I don't want to waste too much time on this. An opinion essay, you write your 2 main body paragraphs, okay, are both about whether you agree or disagree. Okay, remember, an opinion essay, it will ask you something like this. Okay, you write both your body paragraphs about agree or disagree. You do not write one paragraph saying why you agree and then the second paragraph saying why you disagree. I hope that is clear for everyone. Very important. An opinion essay, you write both paragraphs, either agree or either disagree, but not both. All the other essays, okay, you write about the different viewpoints. So this one, you might write about why citizens should pay for their own health care. And in the second paragraph, you might write about why the government should pay for health care. Okay, this one paragraph is going to be about the causes of water pollution, one paragraph about the solution. This one paragraph is going to be about advantages, one paragraph about disadvantages. This one paragraph is going to be about the reasons, one paragraph is going to be about how you can encourage people to exercise more. All right, but the opinion one is different because both paragraphs will be about the same, on the same side, not different sides. Okay, tu and son.
Yes.
How many paragraphs should your essay have?
So
How many paragraphs, two and
it
so
should
on?
have two paragraphs
How many paragraphs in total?
of 4 paragraphs.
Correct. Okay, everyone, easy question. Should all know this by now. 4 paragraphs. That.
Yes.
Chalkorn, Dad. Okay, Dad. What are the names of each paragraph?
The first paragraph is introduction.
Yep.
And next is
Next is main body paragraph
main
1.
body paragraph 1 and main
Yeah.
body paragraph 2.
Good. And what is the last paragraph?
The last paragraph is a conclusion.
Correct. Thank you, Dad. Okay, again, everyone, introduction, main body paragraph 1, main body paragraph 2, conclusion. Those are the 4 paragraphs always, okay, for any essay. All right. How many ideas do you need usually? Viet Ang, to answer your essay question, how many ideas do you need? At least.
I think it's 2.
2, correct. You only need 2 good ideas. Good. Only need 2 good ideas. Okay, thank you, Viet Ang. Duk Nia.
Yes.
Okay, the structure of the introduction paragraph, Duk Nia, what is your first sentence always?
To paraphrase the
Yeah. Correct. Thank you, Duk Nia. Yep, you are correct. The first sentence of the introduction, always the paraphrase. Chami.
Yes.
If we're talking about an opinion essay, okay, an opinion essay, what is your second sentence of the introduction?
We give about the statement and then we give our opinion.
Okay, the statement and your opinion are actually the same thing, Chami. Okay,
Yes.
so just to clarify, everyone, first sentence of the introduction is a paraphrase. Second sentence of an opinion essay is when you give your opinion. Remember, the formal way of saying this is thesis statement. You will hear this or read this sometimes online. They will talk about thesis statement. All that means is when you give your opinion, which is either I agree with this or I disagree with this. And then that is followed by 2 reasons. I agree with this because, reason 1, reason 2. And that is your introduction. Kian, does that make sense to you?
Yes. Teacher.
Okay, good. So if it makes sense for you, Kian, can you please give me the structure of the introduction paragraph, all of it? What is the first sentence of the introduction paragraph?
Right, is paraphrase the
Correct. What is the second sentence of the introduction paragraph, Kian?
when
For an opinion essay. For an opinion essay, what is the second sentence?
this will give my opinion.
Correct. Good. Give your opinion. And then what comes next, Kian? After that, you give your opinion, you say, I agree with this. And then what do you say? Or I disagree with this. What do you say after that? I agree with this. I disagree with this. What is the next word? Kian, what is the next word? Begins with B.
Because
Sorry?
I think it's because.
It is because. I agree with this statement because. And then you give how many reasons, Kian? How many reasons do you give?
2.
Correct. Very
Interesting.
good. Well done, Kian. I agree with this because. 2 reasons. I disagree with this because. 2 reasons. Great. Okay, that's the introduction. Structure of the main body paragraphs. Again, I will tell you, because I want to save a bit of time. Okay, structure of the main body paragraph, about 4 sentences. 4 sentences. So you have 4 paragraphs in the essay. Your main body paragraphs have 4 sentences each. First sentence is going to be the first reason why you agree with something, if this is an opinion essay. Okay? The next 2 sentences explain why you agree or disagree with something. They are sentences 2 and 3. Okay? Phong Ni. Phong Ni,
Yes.
what is the 4th sentence of the main body paragraphs? What is the 4th sentence going to be?
Is the number 1 is the topic sentence.
Yeah, number 2 is the 2 explanations. Okay. What is sentence 4?
The sentence 4 is give an example.
Correct. Okay, everyone. Hope you all remember the sentence 4 is give an example. Always give an example. So sentence 1 is the topic statement, as in why you agree or disagree with something. Talking about an opinion essay only here, by the way. Sentences 2 and 3, reasons why you agree or disagree with something. Sentence 4, always an example. Okay, and finally, the conclusion, okay, is a paraphrase of the introduction. The introduction, remember, and the conclusion are saying the same thing, but just using different words. All right. Are there any questions about this? This is like I say, the last time we are going to look at this for a while. So I want you all to understand what the structure is. Again, 5 different essay types, okay? How the answer is structured, how each paragraph is structured. Are there any questions about that? All right. And a quick review of this. What is the best way to improve your vocabulary? I will ask Tuk Ling. Tuk Ling.
I think the best way to improve my vocabulary is read.
Correct. Okay, so thank you, Tuk Ling. So for everyone who wasn't here last week, we did part of the lesson on how to improve your vocabulary. The best way to improve your vocabulary, one word, read. Read things. Read things. Tuk Ling, can you remember what I suggested you should read? Can you remember? What did I say to read? Read something that you what? Read something you...
Your favorite
Yes. Thank you, Tuk Ling. Yes, thank you. Everyone, the word is enjoy. Please read something you enjoy reading. Okay? Much easier. Okay? Because it's obviously going to be more interesting for you. Please do not try to read something boring just to learn vocabulary. Read something you enjoy. So the best way to improve your vocabulary is to read something you enjoy. When you come across a word that is unfamiliar or new, Phong Ling, when you come across a word that is unfamiliar or new, what do? Phong Ling?
I highlight it.
Yeah, and then what? Then what?
And then I will if I don't know, I will translate it or...
Yes, correct. Okay. And then what did I suggest you do, Phong Ling? You are correct so far.
Note.
Yes. Yeah, write it down somewhere. Okay, everyone, keep a notebook of new words, new vocabulary. Okay, write them down. Then once a week, review the list of words. And maybe you have 10 new words every week. Okay, think after 4 weeks, you will have 40 new words. Okay, so it doesn't take long before you have a very big vocabulary, not that long, but you just do it bit by bit, okay? And you do it in a systematic, organized fashion, but you must read, Okay, that is the way to improve your vocabulary. Yes, during the lessons, as always, I will highlight new vocabulary for you. And I hope that during our lessons, you write these words down. All right, and then go back and review them. That is the only way to learn. There is no magic trick for this. Sorry, everyone. Okay, you have to work at this. And the easiest way is to write new vocabulary down and review it once a week. All right. So for the next half hour, we're going to be doing the writing that we did last week. I know some of you haven't done this yet, but you're going to do so now. So I'm going to share a document with you. Okay, where were we? All right. So those of you who were here last week will remember this. So those of you who weren't here last week, what we did was we looked at this essay topic. Okay. Dat.
Yes.
Okay, can you read the topic for me, please? Read the topic.
There is an increasing trend around the world of married couples deciding not to have children. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages for couples who decide to do this.
Okay, Dad, and what sort of essay is this?
This is advantages and disadvantages essay.
Correct. Okay, so that means, everyone, of course you should know this, but I'm just making sure you do. You're going to have one main body paragraph is going to be about advantages. One main body paragraph is going to be about disadvantages. Okay, very simple. So what we did last week is I got everyone to write down the introduction paragraph. Sorry, the introduction paragraph. What I'm going to get you to do now is I'm going to share the link on this page with you in chat. Okay, for those of you who didn't do this last week, can you please go into the document and write the opening paragraph? Okay, I've shared the link with you in chat. So for those of you who didn't do this last week, can you please write the opening paragraph for this essay? Just the introduction paragraph, that's all I want. So can you please do that now? Those of you who didn't do that last week. Those of you who did do it last week, what I'm going to do with you now is I'm going to go through and I'm going to tell each of you the corrections to make to your paragraph. Then I want you to write those corrections underneath the writing you've already done. I'll explain that to you as we go. So, Charmy.
Yes.
Okay, Charmy. That's fine, by the way, Kakzong. Thank you for your message. All right, so what I'm going to do with all of you who did this last week is I'm going to go through and tell you what you did wrong, and then I want you to write the correction, okay, underneath what you have already written. Does that make sense, Charmy?
Yes.
Okay, so Charmy, just looking here at your paraphrase, okay, which is this sentence here. Can you see that, Charmy?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, good. So what I would change, Charmy, is this. Upward trend is fine. Okay, that's a good paraphrase. Husbands and wives is not a good paraphrase for married couples in this sentence, I think. All right. I think you are better actually to stay with married couples, because the reason for that, Charmy, is husbands and wives can mean any husbands or any wives. doesn't mean they are married to each other. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so you're better just to stay with married couples, okay? So don't worry
Yes.
about paraphrasing that part. Determined not to have offspring. Determined is not quite the right word. It means if you are determined about something, it means you really, really don't want to do something. All right, which is not quite correct in this case. What can you tell me a word that means to decide that begins with CH, Chami?
CH.
CHO, Chami, CHO.
I don't have any ideas.
I think you do, Chami. CHOO, CHOO.
Choose.
Yes. Okay. There is an upward trend of married couples who are choosing. Okay. So choosing is the better synonym, not determined. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Determined means you really, really don't want to do something. And I'm sure in many cases, married couples, they are not sure whether they want children
Yes.
or not. So they're not determined. Okay, so choosing is the better one. So what I want you to do, Chami, is actually write underneath it. So write the whole sentence again, please. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And now for the second part, Chami, haven't finished yet, Chami. Sorry. Okay. Before you start,
Yes.
I haven't finished. All right. So looking at your second sentence, okay. Although I believe so, what you're deciding, it's not to do with what you believe at advantages, disadvantages essay. Okay, Chami, this is more like an opinion, what you are giving. Okay, so
Yes.
it's not an opinion essay, it's an advantages, disadvantages. So what you want in this sentence is one advantage and one disadvantage, okay, which you kind of have, but you don't use these words, although I believe. Okay.
Yes.
So what is one advantage? What is an advantage? Chami, give me an advantage.
I think giving birth to a child can make them happy.
Correct. Good. That's an advantage. Very good, Chami. Now you're on the right track. And the disadvantage of having children is, what's a disadvantage?
Like they can be easily distracted from their work and also their time.
Correct. So really they have less time, don't they? They have less time
Yes.
for other things. Okay, good, Chami. So can you please do your paraphrase again, okay? And write those advantage and disadvantage down, okay?
Yes.
Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So remember with these essays, please don't put your opinion in, okay? No, it doesn't matter what you believe. You're just looking for an advantage and a disadvantage. Okay, thank you, Chami. All right, who else do we have? Kang Ling, are you there? I can't see. No, she's not. Xia Bao, I can't see either. Feng Ling.
Yes.
Okay, Feng Ling. Let's look at your paraphrase. Okay, and your paraphrase, Feng Ling, is excellent. Okay, good paraphrase.
Sure.
Who is that?
I'm Bao.
Oh yeah. Hello, Bao. How are you?
I'm fine. I just forgot the time when the start.
Okay, thank you, Bao. All right, so please remember next week. Okay, we start at 10 a.m. Same for you, Kim Nan. Hello, Kim Nan. Chagon.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Kim Nan?
Yes, I'm good.
Good. Okay, so please remember next week we start at 10 a.m. please.
Oh yes.
Okay.
I have a class before. So
okay. I'm sorry to hear that. I know it makes it a bit hard. Okay. All right. Sorry, Feng Ling, where were we?
Yes.
Okay, so I was saying, Feng Ling, your paraphrase. Okay. The only thing I would change is you haven't paraphrased much, Feng Ling. So your sentence is perfect, Okay? There are no mistakes in your sentence, but you haven't paraphrased much. All right, so maybe I would paraphrase around the world. I would change around the world into something else. Okay? To something like in every country. All right? Or in many countries. In many countries is probably better. Does that make sense, Fung Ling?
Yes.
Okay, so your paraphrase is fine otherwise, Fung Ling, so don't rewrite that. What I want you, Fung Ling, to rewrite is this, okay? All right, so again, as I was saying to Cha Mi, for advantage, disadvantage, you don't give your opinion. So all you want in your introduction is one advantage and one disadvantage, all right?
Yes.
Okay, so you would just say something like, this trend has both positive, you could use this, positive and negative. You need a word after this, Fung Ling, okay? And the word is effects. Okay, so the collocation is positive and negative effects. Does that make sense? Okay, you can't just say this trend has both positive and negative. You could say this trend is both positive and negative. Okay, but if you're going to use has, then you must use effects. Okay,
Yes.
does that make sense?
Yes.
So you could either change this to is and your sentence is correct, or you must put effects on the end if you're going to use has. Okay, all right. So I want you to remove this, take out in my opinion, okay? No opinion needed for advantage, disadvantage essay. Okay. One positive, okay, is that childless couples have less problem with their finances. That's what you were saying, okay?
Yes.
All right, so that's what I want you to write. However, one negative effect is, okay? And this, I mean, this is fine. Your reasons, Fung Ling, are fine. Okay, no problem with your reasons. All right, you just have to write about them a little more clearly. One negative effect is that they may face criticism or judgment from family and friends. Okay, and that's all you need to say. Keep this, okay, for your body paragraph. All right. Okay, so all you need to say is one disadvantage or one negative is that they may face criticism from family or friends. You don't need to say why in your introduction. Your body paragraphs are where you give the explanation. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. So please rewrite that second sentence, Fung Ling. All right, Tuk Ling.
I'm here.
Okay, there is an upward trend of married couples all over the world who are unwilling to have sons and daughters. Sons and daughters, I think, is not quite a good paraphrase for children for this sentence. Although sons and daughters are, of course, exactly what children are. I think, Tuk Ling, a better word would be something like offspring. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, do you know this? Do you know this word?
Yes, I know this word.
Okay, if you ever need to paraphrase children, use offspring. All right? Is better. I think it's better than saying sons and daughters. It's also, as I've said many times, keep it simple. Better to use one word instead of two.
Yes.
Okay. Now, looking at your advantage, disadvantage, Tuk Ling, you would say something like, instead of they think, you would start the sentence by saying one advantage is that not having children, okay, will help decrease the financial burden for the, okay, the rest of that is fine. So Tuk Ling, can you please just rewrite these two reasons, okay? But start the first sentence by saying one advantage is that. Okay?
Yes.
Does that make sense, what I want you to do? Okay,
I
and
have
then continue with your sentence. Yeah, so please just write underneath where you've already written, just rewrite these two sentences, okay?
Why I have to rewrite this sentences?
You have to rewrite them because I want to see you write them correctly. Okay, that's
What's
why.
wrong with this sentence?
Okay, so I'll explain again. What's wrong with this sentence is you need to start it slightly differently. You need to say one advantage is that, okay? Then continue with what you've already written, okay?
Continue is not enough.
No, continue with what you've already written. So continue with this. Can you see what I've highlighted?
Yes.
Okay, so get rid of this, Tukling. Okay. Start your sentence with one advantage is.
One advantage is
One advantage is.
Yes.
That not having children, okay, and continue, okay, with what you've already written, okay. The rest of it is fine, but I want you to change the beginning of the sentence. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and the same for the second sentence. All right. One disadvantage is that.
Yes.
In the future, what have you got? This problem can lead to an aging population, which directly affects the labor market. Interesting, Tukling.
Yes, I have watched this on TV, and I think
Okay.
this
Okay,
perfect
good.
idea.
Okay, good. All right, that's fine, Tukling. Like I say, again, nothing wrong with your ideas as long as you have some. That's fine. But again, I want you to change the beginning of the sentence to one disadvantage is that. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Tukling. Does that make sense?
Yes, I understand.
Good. Okay. Dat.
Yes.
Okay, let's look at your paraphrase, Dat. These days, there's a rising trend around the world for mothers and fathers who do not intend to. What's wrong with this? These days, there's a rising trend around the world for mothers and fathers. Okay. Okay, that's what the problem is. You need to change this one word, Dat. Okay. Can you tell me what the change is?
I think
should not be for. There is a rising trend around the world.
I think I should replace it
with another preposition, which is another preposition, which is. Sorry, Dat, which is?
Of.
Correct. Well done, Dat. Yeah, of. Okay. That's the only thing wrong with that sentence. Needs to be of. Needs to be of. There's a rising trend around the world of mothers and fathers who do not intend to have offspring. If you use for in there, it doesn't make sense. Okay, has to be of. Must be of. All right. All right. So I won't get you to rewrite this because it's only one word, so I'll change it for you now. Okay, Duck?
Yes.
Okay. So next thing we will look at is your. Okay. Okay, so that you don't need this. All right. I can get rid of those two words, all right? And it makes the sentence better, all right? We don't need to say the issue right here, okay? The issue has both pros and cons. And don't need this either. Remember, we are trying to write as simply as possible. So we take out words we don't need. All right? So read that sentence for me, Dat.
The issue has both pros and cons.
Good. That's all you need to say, okay? Don't need any of those other words. The issue has both pros and cons. Married couples who decide not to have children have more spare time to focus on their work and take care of. What is missing on the end of this word? This word here.
I miss the S.
Good. Okay. Good. Moreover, they don't have to worry about financial children's. Okay. So what you have missed at is a disadvantage. Okay. What you have written down. Okay. You've written down 2 pros or 2 advantages. Does that make sense, Dad?
Yes.
Okay. So what you need here is, okay, a disadvantage, because that is what your second paragraph is going to be about. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so please, I'll get rid of this sentence. Please write me a disadvantage sentence. Okay, Dad?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you. Knock 2. Knock 2. Oi.
I don't see him here.
He was there. Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Ha. Viet Ang. Viet Ang.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Let's look at your paraphrase. The proportion of families deciding not to have sons is increasing recently. Okay, what is wrong with this bit here? Viet Ang? What bit is missing? You've only mentioned sons. Okay. What about girls? What about daughters?
Yes.
Yes, okay. All right. The proportion of family, but this is fine. What you've done at the beginning is okay. Okay, that's fine. The proportion of families deciding not to have, as I have said to a couple of the others, okay, a good synonym for children is, can you remember that? Sorry, Viet Ang, begins with the word O. A good synonym for children is what? Can you remember, Viet Ang? What am I typing? What am I typing?
Offspring.
Yes, offspring. Okay. Please try to remember that, Viet Ang. A synonym for children is offspring. Okay, offspring. Offspring. Okay, write it down if you need to add it to your vocabulary. Okay, offspring. All right, so what you need to do now, Viet Ang, okay, is to write down what is one advantage of deciding not to have children. What is one disadvantage of deciding not to have children? Okay, Dut, so this one here, okay, doesn't fit. So I'll take that out. Can you think, what is a good reason to have children? Viet Ang? Okay, I'll leave you to think about that. And what is a good reason not to have children? So that's what you need to write. Okay? Okay, thank you. All right, Bao Ming.
Yep.
Okay, let's look at your paraphrase. Married couples nowadays. Okay, what is missing from this word, Michael?
Yes.
Correct. Okay, it's always nowadays. Always.
Yeah. I don't know
Nowadays.
why I've always forgot the qualification.
Okay, hopefully now you'll remember. Married couples nowadays agree. Okay. I bet obviously not all married couples agree that having offspring is unnecessary. So you need to start your sentence something like this. Either that, can you see what I've done, Michael?
Yes, I did.
Minimo, or do this.
Oh, an increasing.
Okay,
Yes,
does that make sense?
it does.
Increasing number of married couples nowadays agree that having offspring is unnecessary. I'll correct this for you because it's quicker than me explaining. All right,
Yes.
take out those extra words. Now it makes sense. A tendency expanding all over the world. Okay.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
All right. Here, by the way, is another synonym for world that you might have.
Global?
This one.
Yes, global.
Just globe. Globe.
Oh,
Okay. Globe is the exact synonym for world. Global is an adjective. Okay. Globe is the noun. So we need the noun. All right. All right. Again, so you need to reword this. Okay.
yes.
One advantage is okay, is that you won't have the financial burden of children. All right, you need to say something like that. Okay.
Yes.
I know what you are saying, but it doesn't quite make sense the way you've written it.
Okay.
Okay, so does that make sense? So one advantage, okay, is that you won't have the financial burden of children.
Yes.
Okay, but one drawback, and you can use the word drawbacks, that's good. One drawback is, and again, discretion in happiness is not quite correct. Okay, better to use a word like unhappiness to describe what you think a drawback is here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so can you please rewrite this, Michael?
Yes.
Okay, don't worry about the paraphrase, that's fine. Just rewrite the advantage, disadvantage. Thank you. Zung Ha, I haven't seen Zung Ha. Tuan Son.
Yes.
Okay, let's look at your paraphrase. A trend has risen around the world of married couples who don't want to have children. Okay, that's fine, Tuan Son. Okay. That is a good, simple paraphrase. This trend has both advantages and disadvantages. Okay, that's fine too. Okay, your English is fine for this, no problem. All right. Many married couples say that not having children will help them stabilize their finances. Okay. You need a different word here, not when. Not when. Begins with B, Tuan Son. Can you tell me what it is?
But.
But, correct. But. Okay, and you don't need a the here. Okay, others think, and this is not correct, others think they, okay, not it. Okay, does that make sense, Tuan Son, what I've done?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, all right, good. So what I want you to do now, Tuan Son, just is please write, can you please write the first two sentences of your main body paragraph 1, okay? Does that make sense, Tuan Son? So what I want you to do, okay, is you're going to make this, of course, your first sentence, okay,
Yes.
but maybe paraphrase it a bit and then give an explanation. Okay.
Okay.
Why does not having children help stabilize your finances? Okay. Very, very easy to think of, many reasons, of course. So please give me one reason why. Okay. Does that make sense, Tuan Son?
Yes, I understand.
Good. Fung Ni.
Yes.
Okay, Fung Ni. We do not need this, all right? Okay, that can disappear. You can start your paraphrase with this. Nowadays, the number of married couples in many countries who choose not to have, okay, this is very good, Phung Ni, except offspring is already plural, okay, so it doesn't need an S. Does that make sense to you, Phung Ni?
Yes.
Okay, offspring doesn't need an S. The same way children is already plural. Children doesn't need an S. Okay, so offspring is plural the same way. Okay, good. Many married couples think that giving birth will make them exhausted. Okay. All right. I know what you are saying, Phung Ni, but that's not quite correct, because giving birth, okay, is obviously just something the mother does, not the man. Obviously. Okay. Many married couples think that not giving birth, but what? Many married couples think that what will make them exhausted? Phung Ni?
Having children.
Yes.
Yes.
Just having children, okay, not giving birth. Okay. Just many married couples think having children will make them exhausted, okay? And take too much time and money. Okay. Okay, so before you continue on, I'll just show you a couple of other things, okay, Phung Ni?
Yes.
Okay, so this is now fine, and take too much, whoops, sorry. So you don't need this, all right? Because you've already said that. Many couples think that having children will make them exhausted and take too much time and money. Okay, you don't need that bit, all right? Because obviously it will take too much time and money to take care of them. You don't need to say that. So that advantage is okay now, all right? All right, but you need to talk about a disadvantage. Okay, you say not having offspring has many problems. You need to give, what is one problem? That's what you need to say, Phung Ni. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
So you can't just say not having offspring has many problems. You need to give a problem. All right. Just like you've given here one advantage, you need to give a disadvantage. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So please, so take this out. Okay. And please write for me a disadvantage. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And also for this sort of essay, again, you don't need to have this at all. All right. Because of course, that is what the essay is going to be about. So you don't need to waste time saying that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, Kakzung.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, let's have a look at this. So you need to say a growth. So the collocation, Kakzung, or the words that go together, this should be a growth in the number.
Yes.
Okay, a growth in the number of married couples around the world choosing not to have any offspring. Oh, I see what you've done right. All right. A growth, Your sentence isn't quite complete. A growth in the number of married couples around the world. You would need to say something like there. Has to start, if you want.
They are growing
Yeah.
in number.
Yeah, something like this. There is a growth in the number. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you're missing a couple of words here, so please put them in. Okay. There is a growth in the number of married children. The rest of the sentence is fine. Okay. This trend, okay, has. All right, and you need, if you are going to use this sentence this way, you need to have another word in here, Kakzong. Okay. Has to be this. All right, can you see what I've typed, Kexung?
Yes.
This trend has both positive and negative effects. All right, many married couples think, okay, better than saying giving birth, better to change that just to having children, okay? Because of course, when you're talking about giving birth, that only really affects the mother. All right, so better to use the phrase having children, not giving birth. Many married couples think having children will give them a financial burden, or will give them financial burdens or mental pressure. All right, so this bit can come out. You don't need this, okay? But you do need to put in a disadvantage. All right, not just to say. You need to choose one disadvantage and say what it is. You can't just say not having offspring can cause a problem. Does that make sense? You need to say, well, what is one problem? You need to write that, what that is. All right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So please do that now, Kaksong. Thank you. All right. Jawi isn't here. Kian.
Oh, finally it's me.
Finally, it's you. Yeah, sorry, we have a lot of people now in the class. Okay, Kian. Nowadays, some... Okay, doesn't quite make sense, Kian. Nowadays, some married couples are tending to travel through continents. There is nothing in the original that says anything about traveling. So I'm not sure where that comes from, Kian.
Kiên có hiểu sao sai không?
Well, no, wait. Let me check.
Con
Yeah,
mình
I
về
see
cái địa
here
lý.
is design trend to around the world. Wait.
Okay, you've got about them tending to travel.
Yeah, I think the last time I see that is travel around the world, so well, I paraphrase. It's not quite too good, but
No, it's not quite correct.
Travel to the continent.
So obviously your paraphrase shouldn't say anything about traveling. Obviously, okay. No one is traveling. All right. So should say something like, nowadays some married couples are tending to choose not to have children. Okay, simple as that. Does that make sense, Kian?
Okay.
Nowadays, some married couples are tending to choose not to have children. Okay? Very easy. Okay, so that's what you need to change it to. All right? This opinion, okay, is not an opinion, okay? You just take opinion out. Okay, because this is a fact, not an opinion. This can have both benefits and drawbacks. That's fine. All right. They could spend more time together. They could spend, okay, the more has to be here. They could spend more time together, not spend time together more. Okay, Kian?
Okay.
So you have the right words, just the order is slightly incorrect. They could spend more time together instead of having to look after their children, not look at their children. All right, so can you please correct that sentence? They could spend more time together instead of having to look after their children, but they are decreasing the rate of newborn babies. All right. This sentence is, it's not bad, decreasing the rate. What does this need to be, Kian? This word here?
Babies.
Yeah, it needs to be babies, correct. We're not just talking about one baby, babies. Okay. So can you go and please correct your first sentence and the first advantage, Kian? All right. Duknia.
Yes.
Okay, Duknia, let's look at yours. It is trending around the globe. Better to say, okay, your structure isn't quite correct. It needs to be there is a trend. There is a trend. Okay, Duknia?
Yeah, right.
There is a trend around the globe for married couples to prefer not to have children. Okay, is the correct way to word that sentence. Okay, so can you please change that? There is a trend around the globe. Good synonym, by the way, Duknia, globe instead of world. Excellent. That's good.
Yeah, I changed it.
Yeah. There is a trend around the globe for, okay, this not that, for.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay, this can come out. There is a trend around the globe for married couples not to have children. Okay, now that sentence is perfect. Okay, Duknia? All right. There are both positive and negative aspects for couples who choose to take this action. Okay, that sentence is fine. On the positive side, not having children will allow couples to have more freedom and flexibility in their lives. Okay, this is good, Duknia. Good English. Okay, so this, okay, can come out of the introduction. Okay, this needs to be in your main body paragraph. All right.
Yeah, right.
Remember, in the introduction, you really only need one advantage, one disadvantage, okay? Not an explanation. So I will take the explanation out. On the negative side, couples may miss out. Just one word needs to go in here, Duknia, on.
Oh.
On the negative side, couples may miss out on the enjoyment and fulfillment that parenting can bring. Okay, good. That's fine. So, Duknia, can you please write for me now? Okay, the first two sentences of main body paragraph 1, okay?
Okay.
Which means you need to paraphrase this just a little bit, okay? And then you need to give an example or an explanation of that.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, okay. Why does not having children give you more freedom and flexibility? Okay, why?
Okay.
Okay, good. Thank you. Baoling.
Yes.
Okay, let's have a look at this. Nowadays, thank you for being patient, by the way, Baoling. All right. Nowadays, the number of married couples who choose not to give birth, okay, I will, again, it's probably better not to have, who choose not to have children is probably a bit better, Baoling.
Yes.
Only for the reason, as you might have heard me explain to the other students, is that to be totally correct, giving birth is just something the mother does. Okay, not both parents. So who choose not to have children. Correct. Okay, and just this is a little bit incorrect, the grammar here. Okay, it needs to be is trending upwards, not is an upward trend around the world, is trending upwards, is better grammar. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so change this, instead of saying is an upward trend, just say is trending upwards, is better. Okay.
Yes.
I'll let you change that in a moment, but first, just going on to this, your first advantage, many married couples think that not having children is a big saving of time and money. Okay, so again, you don't need this, darling. Okay, this will go into your first main body paragraph, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so this here is an explanation, all right? So you don't need the explanation in the introduction. You just need this one. Many married couples think that not having children is a big saving of time and money. So I'll take this out, okay? Okay, and what you haven't done, Baoling, is you haven't given me a disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay, so please give me a disadvantage. So you've got an advantage here, which is fine. Okay, please give me a disadvantage. All right. And you don't, for these, any of these essays, you don't need to say this.
Yes.
All right. You don't need it. So just, it saves you time not writing this, because obviously your essay is going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages. So you don't need, so for this sort of essay in English, you don't need to say this. Okay.
Yes.
So what you need to give me now is a disadvantage. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Kim Nan.
Yes.
Okay, in today's modern society, married couples are increasingly deciding not to have offspring. Okay, good, Kim Nan. That is a good paraphrase. Good. The benefit is, okay, you need to, not the benefit, Kim Nan, but one benefit. Okay, if you say the benefit, it makes it sound like that is the only benefit. Okay?
Yeah.
If you say the benefit, it means that is the only benefit of not having children. Whereas, of course, there is more than one. So you need to say one benefit. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, one benefit is they can reduce financial pressure. But one disadvantage is the lack of support in old age. Okay, so just change those two things, Kim Nan, all right? So what I want you to do now, Kim Nan, okay, is please write the first two sentences of your main body paragraph 1. Does that make sense? So you need to start off your paragraph with a little bit of a paraphrase of this. For example, Kim Nan, you would say something like, when couples don't have children, okay, they have more money to spend on other things.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So what I've done is paraphrase this benefit, okay? When couples don't have children, they have more money to spend on other things. An explanation sentence might be, they don't have to pay for all the things that children need. Okay?
Yes.
So I've just given you two sentences just there. Does that make sense? So your first sentence needs to be a kind of paraphrase of this. Okay, then your next sentence needs to be an explanation. All right? So please write that, Kim Nan. Okay. Okay, Chami.
Yes.
Let's have a look at what we've written. While having a baby can make them happy, they might meet difficulties in terms of personal time and work. This sounds like another advantage. Chami. I am reading this, okay, as if so obviously having a baby can make you happy, okay, and also in terms of personal time and work. Oh, I see what you mean. Right. I see what you mean. While having a baby can make them happy, they might meet difficulties in terms of personal time and work. All right. Just need probably, to make this better, Chami, just need another couple of words in here, such as in terms of the effect. And I'm missing a word here. All right. Charmy, read me the sentence, please.
While having a baby can make them happy, they might meet difficulties in terms of the effect on their personal time and work.
Okay, good. So you need to have these words in here to make that sentence make complete sense, Charmy.
Yes.
Okay, in terms of the effect. Have you heard this phrase before? In terms of
Yes.
the effect. Okay, so
I
you
heard it before.
okay, good. So this is the phrase, this is where this sort of phrase goes. They might meet difficulties in terms of the effect on their personal time and work. Okay, makes this sentence make more sense. So I understand what you are saying, okay, but this makes it absolutely clear what you are saying. Whereas before I had to think about it a little bit, what you were saying. Okay, thank you, Charmy. While you are waiting, all right, while you are waiting, can you please just give me a quick sentence? I will come back to you shortly, Charmy, okay? Give me a sentence, okay? An explanation about why having a baby can make you happy. All right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Charmy. Kang Ling's not here, Jia Bao. Feng Ling.
Yes.
Okay. Couples in the country are choosing not to become parents. This trend is both positive and negatives. Okay, so remember, can't remember if I mentioned this one to you. For these essays, Feng Ling, you do not use the words "in my opinion." Okay.
Oh, yes.
Okay, take that out. Okay, so you save that for opinion essays only. All right, for these ones, you are just pointing out the advantages or disadvantages. You do not need to say which one you think is better. Okay, doesn't matter. The examiner doesn't care. All they want to see is what an advantage is and what a disadvantage is. Okay?
Yes.
Financially stable life are the pluses. Okay, your sentence is not quite grammatically correct. Need to have something like this, Feng Ling.
A financial stable life
A financially stable life
is
correct. Good. What is the next word I'm going to type? Do you know? It's this word.
Is one of.
Yes, correct. Okay, is one of the pluses that childless couples can have. Now your sentence is correct. Okay? And the same with this one. Criticism or judgment. Judgment has an E, by the way, in there. Criticism or judgment from family and friends are, so they're not the only minuses they might face, okay? How can you change that sentence, please, Feng Ling? The way your sentence reads at the moment, you make it sound like criticism or judgment are the only disadvantages. But that's not quite correct, is it?
One of.
Yeah, correct. Okay, please put that in.
Yes.
In fact, because there are two, it's not one of, it's some of.
Some of.
Yeah. All right. Tuk Ling.
Yes.
Okay, let's have a quick look here. One advantage is that not having children will help decrease the financial burden. Okay. Look at how I'm going to change your sentence, Tuk Ling. Okay, are you watching?
Yes, I'm watching.
Their financial burden. Okay, means I can take all this out.
Oh.
Makes it simpler. One advantage is that not having children will help to decrease their financial burden and give them more freedom. Good. Okay, and probably don't need and just start with from here.
Okay.
One disadvantage, you don't need to say and. One disadvantage is that in the future, this problem can lead to an aging population, actually affects the labor market. Okay, and just one spelling mistake here with this word here, Tukling. Do you know what it is? I'm being picky. This word here.
Yes.
It's missing one letter. What is it?
E.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Tukling. The rest of it is fine. Okay, Dat.
Yes.
Okay, let's have a look here. Married couples who decide not to have children with more spare time to focus on the work, take care of themselves. On the contrary, not quite the correct phrase for the introduction. Okay, Dad? So don't need this. Okay, not on the contrary. I know what you were trying to say, but it's not quite the correct phrase for this. Better to say on the other hand. Okay, slightly different. All right?
Yes.
On the other hand is a better way to introduce the negative in this case. All right? On the other hand, if there are more married couples, don't need this. On the other hand, if more married couples okay, those of you who are finished, by the way, please look at how I am correcting the other students' work, all right? And you will learn something. If more married couples decide not to have children, don't need the, society will lack a workforce, which can harm the country's economic development. Okay, the rest of that is fine now, Dad. Okay, good. So I just took out some unnecessary words. Okay, Dad, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Nok 2 isn't here. Viet Ang.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay. Portion of families deciding not to is increasing recently. All right. Just the way you have worded this, Viet Nam, you would say something like, this has both, okay? And I can get rid of all this. All right, then all I got to do is put an S on here and an S on here. Can you see what I've done, Viet Ang?
Yes.
Okay, please read me this sentence.
This had both advantages and disadvantages.
Good, that's all you need to write, okay? Very simple. This has both advantages and disadvantages. A benefit is reducing, don't need that, is reducing pressure and responsibility for couples. Okay, good, that's fine. Okay. In contrast, not contract, contrast, okay? All right, need to say one drawback is when they get old, there will be no one to take care of them. Okay, that's fine. The rest of that is fine now, Viet Nam. Okay, a benefit is reducing pressure and responsibility for couples. In contrast, one drawback is when they get old, there will be no one to take care of them. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Michael.
Yep.
Okay. Although the financial stability from adults who refuse to have offspring is easier. Okay, again, just some of your word choices are not quite correct.
Yeah.
Okay, the financial stability for adults. Okay, for, not from. The financial stability for adults who refuse to have offspring It's easier for those who decide to have offspring. Okay, no gap before the comma.
Yeah. I don't know
There,
why there's a gap between the comma.
right.
I
Okay.
didn't even like have a space on.
Okay. There are many drawbacks, and you don't need to it. Okay. There are many drawbacks, such as the unhappiness of not having a descendant. Okay, that now makes much better sense. Okay, grammatically.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you, Michael. Okay, Tu and Son.
Yes.
Married couples don't want to have offspring, okay? Need to be some, all right?
Mm.
Otherwise, it makes it sound like all married couples don't want to have offspring. Need to have some. Some married couples don't want to have offspring. Offspring is already plural, doesn't need an S. Because they think it will make their finances stable. Okay, because they make their finances stable. All right. Having a child requires a significant amount of financial resources due to several factors such as education costs, healthcare expenses, and basic needs. That's good, Tu and Son. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's good. So you have your, main topic paragraph, sentence here, and you have an explanation. Okay, that's good. Any question, Tu and Son?
No.
That's fine. So, and then again, you would need, if you were going to continue, you would need another explanation sentence, okay? And then what would you need, Tu and Son? What is your fourth sentence going to be? Can you remember? What is the fourth sentence always in your main body paragraph?
Explanation. Example.
Correct. Good. Example. Okay. This is an explanation. Okay. One more sentence explanation, then an example. Good. Fung Ni.
Yes.
Okay. Many married couples think that having children will make them exhausted and take too much time and money. But if there are too many couples who don't have children, the population in the country may decline. Okay, that's fine for me. Good. English is fine. Kak Zung.
Dung ơi. No, okay, skip him, please.
Okay, we'll skip him. Kian, where are we up to? Kian.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, good, Kian. I'm glad you're still here. Nowadays, some married couples are choosing not to give birth. Okay, need to mention probably something about around the world, around the globe, in many countries. Okay, Kian? Because that's what it had in the original sentence. It talked about couples around the world. Okay, so you need to make some mention of that in this sentence, all right? Okay, don't worry about it now, because we're going to go on to speaking in just a moment. But because it said, the sentence said married couples around the world, you need to have some paraphrase of that or some mention of that. Okay, this can have both benefits and drawbacks. They could spend more time together instead of having, remember, to look after their children, not look at their children. Okay, so this here, Kian, can you see what I've highlighted?
Yeah.
Okay, it needs to be look after their children. But they are decreasing the rate of newborn babies. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's fine, Kian. Thank you. Tuknia.
Yes.
Okay, where did we get to?
I'm still like working on the main paragraph.
Okay, that's fine.
Paragraph.
All right, that's fine. So don't worry, Tuknia, we're going to change to speaking in just a moment, okay? All right, Bao Ling.
Yes.
Okay, so we were looking for a disadvantage, weren't we? So this is your advantage. Many married couples think that not having children is a big saving of time and money. In contrast, not having children leads to depopulation, unhappiness, and facing the judgment of society. Oh, how depressing, Baoling. Wow, all these bad things. Okay. So one would be enough, Baoling, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Not having children, you would need to have probably just one is enough, because one is all you are going to write about in your main body paragraph, okay? So probably one is enough. So you would just choose one of these.
Yes.
Okay, so you would just, choose either depopulation or unhappiness or facing the judgment of society. Okay, but that's fine. At least you have three. So good thinking, having three ideas. But if this was a, if you were doing this for the exam, you only need one idea. Okay, just the same as you only have one idea here. All right, and advantages, you save time and money. Great. One advantage, disadvantage, or you are unhappy, okay, because you will be lonely when you are old, or society will judge you. Okay, Kim Nan.
Yes.
Okay, one benefit is they can reduce financial pressure because they can spend money on whatever they want. Okay, and not have to worry about childcare costs. Okay, but remember, this has to be what, Kim Nan? Not the disadvantage, but what?
Yeah.
So what word instead of the, Kim Nan? The is wrong. What should it be?
One.
Correct. Okay, remember, otherwise it makes it sound like there is only one disadvantage. All right, if you say the disadvantage, makes it sound like it is the only one. Okay, thank you, Zung Ha. I just saw your message. Okay, everyone, I'm going to stop this now because I want to move on to speaking in the half hour we had left. So I hope I'm not going to come back to this again for a few weeks. So I hope I have made it clear, all right, one, how to structure your task 2 essay, and two, okay, how to structure your introduction. So again, just to summarize a couple of the mistakes people are making, do not mention your opinion, okay? That only happens in an opinion essay. All you need to write about in your introduction to an advantage-disadvantage essay is one advantage, one disadvantage. And that's all you need to mention. Any explanation you save for your main body paragraphs. Okay, and I also hope I've managed to help you with a little bit of your English grammar by correcting some of those sentences. What we're going to do now for the rest of the lesson is we're going to look at speaking. In fact, just before we look at that, I'm just going to spend, because I think this is reasonably important, and I want to do this just quickly. I am going to share with you just quickly okay, a band 7 essay for this topic. All right, this is a real student's essay that got them a score of 7. All right, for this same topic. And I just want very quickly to share their introduction with you. Okay, Bao Ling.
Yes.
Can you read the first sentence for me, please?
Increasing number of married couples around the world choosing to remain childless.
Okay, this word here is pronounced childless. Childless. Can you say that, Bao Ling?
Childless.
Childless, good, means no children. Okay, so childless is another way of saying not having children, choosing to remain childless. All right. There is one mistake in this sentence. Cha-mi, can you tell me what it is? The sentence is missing a word. What is it? It is missing a word, a simple word.
I think it's missing an article.
Not an article. Okay, not an article. All right. Tukling. Before I tell you, Tukling.
Yes.
Can you see the mistake in the sentence? All right. There is a word missing. Just quickly read the sentence to yourself. See if you can tell me what word is missing. After that, I will ask everyone. Sorry?
Is, right?
Whereabouts? Whereabouts?
I don't know.
You don't know. It's a terrible answer, Tukling. Okay. Can anyone tell me, everyone, read the sentence to yourself. Tell me the word that is missing and where it goes. There is one simple word missing from the sentence.
Is it on?
It is are. And where does it go?
Behind the world.
Correct. After the world. Thank you, Michael. Okay, everyone. Okay, an increasing number of married couples around the world are choosing to remain childless. Okay, was the mistake this person made. But they still got a score of 7. The good news. Okay, you will see what they have done here. Okay, is they have put in an advantage. Okay, the main benefits of not having a child for couples are that they can focus on their careers. Okay, this word here, focus, okay, means to concentrate, is a synonym for this, means to concentrate on their careers, focus on their careers. All right, this could be a word worth adding to your list of new vocabulary. To focus on something means to concentrate on something and have more time for themselves. Okay, the main drawbacks are that they could not fit into their peers group, okay, and have no one to look after them when they get old. Okay, so you can see this person got a band 7 and they have pretty much the same reasons most of you did. So I just wanted to show you that. And again, show you how they structured it. Again, paraphrase, okay? One advantage, all right? And one, in fact, they had 2 disadvantages. But advantage, disadvantage. So again, that's how you do it. All right. Finally, on to speaking. Now, some of you I may have, actually, I'll stop the share because I need to tick another box. Some of you may have seen this before. I'm going to play you a short clip, okay, of someone who got a score of 9, okay? This is how they answered the questions in part 1 of the speaking test. It's a while since we did this. Remember, part 1 of the speaking test is where the examiner asks you a number of questions to which you give short answers, 2 or 3 sentences. So please listen to how this student who got a score of 9 answered these questions. Then I'm going to ask you, in the time we have left, some of the same questions. Okay, so I want you to model your answers on what this student is saying. Not say the same thing. Of course, I don't want you to say exactly the same thing. So don't try to remember what she is saying, but just try to remember the structure of how she is saying it and the way she is saying it. Okay.
Your favorite food when you were a child? This is a very basic meal in India. It's called.
Okay, sorry, Charmi, can you hear that?
Yes, I can hear it clearly.
Good, thank you.
Khichdi. It is a porridge in India, which is made with rice and dal, which is lentils. And it is very basic. There's no fancy ingredient involved in it. It's just rice and dal and a bit of ghee and just some basic spices. It's my comfort food and to-go food for me, yes.
Are there any foods you would like to try in the future?
I don't know, but I haven't been to South America, so I don't know how a Peruvian meal would taste like. I've tasted Mexican, I've tasted Italian, I've tasted all kinds of Chinese, Vietnamese, and Asian food, but I've never tasted South American food. So I think I would like to try the food from there.
Now let's talk about holidays.
Mhm.
What's your favorite holiday destination?
My favorite holiday destination would be Bali. I think I've been to Bali a couple of times, and I'm a very tropical person. I enjoy the heat and I also enjoy the humid, if I can say that. And Bali by far has impressed me the most. So yeah, that's my favorite destination, I guess.
Okay, going to stop the share now, everyone, because I want to get you to answer those same questions. You will notice how she actually answered, I think, a little bit long. Some of those answers were like 4 or 5 sentences long, but she was very fluent, of course, and she didn't hesitate and she didn't or ah. I will quickly show you here. The 4 things, okay, to avoid when you're doing your speaking test. Okay. Kian.
Yes, teacher.
Can you read me number 1, please? Number 1.
Avoid poor fluency and ahs by choosing simple, not complex ideas. You don't get extra marks from complicated ideas. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Exactly. So that student who we just saw, that Indian student, okay, she used very simple language, okay, nothing complicated. But you notice she didn't or ah or hesitate, okay, and all her ideas as well as her language were simple, nothing complicated. All right, number two, Charmi.
Yes.
Read number 2, please.
Grammar. Use past simple or present perfect. If you want to get band 7, 50% of your sentence must have 0 grammar mistakes.
Okay, so past simple or present perfect, it's all you need. You're either talking about something in the past or something that is happening now. And it is okay to make some mistakes. She, by the way, that student already made a couple that I heard, but she still got a band 9. Okay, so if you make a mistake when you are speaking, don't let that panic you. Don't get depressed. You can still get a band 7, okay, as long as 50% of your sentences are correct. Okay, number 3. This is something some students try to do, okay, and you don't need to. Fung Ni, can you read number 3, please?
Complex vocabulary does not equal a higher score. Use vocabulary you are familiar with and that you understand.
Good, thank you, Fung Ni. Okay, IELTS test is not a time to try experiment with fancy words or words that you are not sure what they mean, but you think they might get you an extra mark, okay? Using a word that is incorrect does not give you a higher score. Only use words you are familiar with and that you understand. And the last one, Tuk Ling, number 4, please.
Don't speak too fast. Speak like you are speaking to friends or family members. Slow down and try to relax.
Good, okay? Just speak like normally. Again, like you heard that Indian student, she was speaking just like she was having a conversation with a friend in a cafe. Okay, who's been waiting the longest? Kim Nan.
Yes.
Okay, Kim Nan, here we go. I'm just going to ask each of you, okay, one question. All right, one question. I want you to answer just as you would as if this were part one of the exam. Okay, Kim Nan, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food is chocolate. Yeah, I love every dishes about chocolates like chocolate cake, chocolate milk, or chocolate bar.
Okay, good. Very good, Kim Nan. That's great. Bao
Yeah.
Trung. Bao Trung.
I'm here.
Okay, Bao Trung. Are there any foods you would like to try in the future?
I would like to try tacos, gelato, croissant in the future.
Okay, so your answer needs to be longer than that. Okay. So Bao Trung, what you are probably best to do, Bao Trung, is pick one food, okay? One food and say why.
Just that.
Does that make sense? So pick one food. So pick taco, pick gelato, and say why you would like to try that. Okay, that is the way to do it. All right.
Yes.
So not to give don't just give a list of different foods, and the reason for that is just giving a list doesn't let the examiner know how good your vocabulary is. Okay.
Yes.
So, for example, if I say, I want to come to Vietnam and I want to try pho and I want to try banh mi and I want to try fried rice, okay, that is not showing how good my vocabulary is. All that is showing is that I know a list of foods. So remember, the idea of this is to show how good your vocabulary is. Okay, Zung Ha. Zung Ha.
Yes.
Okay, welcome to class, Zung Ha. Sorry we missed you earlier. What is your favorite food,
Sorry.
Zung Ha? That's all right, Zung Ha. What's your favorite food?
My food is spaghetti, which if I remember it was original from Italia.
Okay, so remember, so Zung Ha, better not to give a history of spaghetti, okay? Better just to say, why do you like spaghetti? And what do you like to eat it with? So, for example, I might say, my favorite food is spaghetti. I really like the way it tastes, okay? The way it feels when it's in my mouth. I love to eat spaghetti with fried chicken. Okay, it's one of my favorite meals. Spaghetti and fried chicken together is absolutely delicious. Does that make sense, Zung Ha?
Yes.
Okay, that's the way you answer the question. Okay, all right. What your favorite food is, and then why do you like it? Okay, Duknia.
Yes.
Okay, Duknia. Are there any foods you would like to try in the future?
First I want to try probably Mexican food because I've tried like various of food like from a lot of countries, but Mexican food I haven't like tried any. Haven't tried it. So I wanted to try it because it's kind of cool. I watch it on like movie and stuff, and it looks delicious.
Okay, that's good, Duknia. Good answer. So everyone, Duknia gave an answer very similar to what the Band 9 student did, okay? He mentioned that he has tried all sorts of different foods from around the place, but what he really wants to try is Mexican food. And he said, why? Okay, because it looks delicious. All right, thank you, Duknia. Good answer. Viet Ang.
Yes, teacher.
What is your favorite food, Viet Ang?
My my favorite food is banh mi in Vietnam, and because it It's normal and you can buy it everywhere in Hanoi.
Okay, and you have to, so a better answer, that's fine, Viet An. A better answer is what sort of banh mi you like, okay? What sort of filling would make your answer better, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, Dat,
Yes.
are there any foods you would like to try in the future, Dat? Hello, Dat.
Can you hear me?
I can now. Are there any foods you would like to try in the future, Dat?
I haven't think much about what I like to eat in the future, but if I had a chance to try, I'll try
Okay, Dad, this is a good example. So you must be able to think of something quickly, all right, with all these questions. To start the answer the way you did is fine. To say, I haven't really thought about what foods I might like try in the future, but one thing that I might really like to try one day is kangaroo meat. Okay, just make something up. Okay, you need to make something up. Okay, kangaroo meat, because I've heard that kangaroo is a very fit animal because it jumps everywhere. So maybe the meat will be very healthy for me. Something like that, Dad. You need to just make something up just to show your vocabulary. Okay, Tuan Son. Tuan Son.
Yes.
Okay, what's your favorite food, Tuan Son?
My favorite food is pho because I feel very comfortable to eat it, and it is very tasty too. I usually have it in the morning because it's affection for me to go to school.
Not quite. That a good answer to and so on. Just the word affection. What is the word you were trying to
I
say?
mean, it is like easy and fast for me to go to
Okay,
school.
good. Okay, that's better. Yeah, because it's very what is the word I'm trying to think of? It's very convenient.
Yes, thank you.
It's very convenient to eat before school because it's fast and easy. Okay, but good. Your answer was basically good, Tu and Son. Good. Baoling,
Yes.
are there any foods you would like to try in the future, Baoling?
I would like to try Korean food. Because Korean is popular. It's popular of the cultural cuisines, fast foods and like fast foods. The the taste of the food is like different from other countries, like they it's easy to taste for
Okay.
Western people.
Okay, Baoling, that's fine, Baoling. So the main thing, so your answer is okay, the words are okay. Slow down, please. Slow
Yes.
down. Okay. Talk to me just like we are talking face to face. All right, in a cafe, Baoling.
Yes.
Okay. Remember that? Remember how we used to talk when I'm in Hanoi?
Yes.
Hey, talk to me. Just talk like that. Just like that, okay? So I know it can make you a little bit nervous, but just talk to me just naturally. All right? You can just relax a little bit. All right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you, Bao Ling. Feng Ling,
Yes.
are there any foods you would like to try in the future, Feng Ling?
I think I would like to try all the delicious food in the world. Because I'm a I really like eating and trying food. And eat food is something make me happy.
Okay, good. So probably for this sort of thing, that is fine, but to make your answer a bit better, just maybe choose one food. Okay. So you can say,
Yes.
I really like food. I would like to try actually all the food in the world, all the delicious food. But one thing I would really like to try is, and just choose one thing. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that would be better. Thank you, Fung Ling. That's fine. Kak Zung,
Yes, I'm here.
what is your favorite food, Kak Zung?
My favorite food is beer.
Is beer.
Yeah.
What beer
Yeah,
as
yeah,
in
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Pita or pear? No, no, no. Repeat again. Repeat again.
can you hear me, Kak Zung?
No, maybe his signal has some problems.
Yeah, it's failed. Okay. All right. Tuk Ling.
Yes.
Tuk Ling, are there any foods, Tuk Ling, you would like to try in the future?
I would like to try several Chinese traditional food. I want to try the such as rotten tofu. Many people said that it smell not good, but it tastes very well. So that I want to try. And if I have a chance to go to China, it is the first thing I want to eat.
Okay, good answer, Tuk Ling. I just want to correct one of your grammar sentences. Okay, you can't say it smell not good is not correct. Okay, it smell not good. What you should say is it doesn't smell good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it smell not good. Okay, it sounds like you are translating from Vietnamese in your head to English, which doesn't work. Okay, so you need to say it doesn't smell good. Okay,
Yes.
but okay, that's fine. But the rest of the answer was fine. Good, Tuk Ling. Fung Ni,
Yes.
are there any foods you would like to try in the future?
I think want to try the Italian food in the future. I have tried Italian food in Vietnam, but I think the chef may remake it to suitable for Vietnamese taste. So I want to try the real Italian food in Italy if I have a chance.
Okay, that's great. Good answer. Good answer, Fung Ni. Very good. Cha Mi,
Yes.
are there any foods you would like to try in the future?
Well, I'm always dream of experiencing the different kind of food in the world. But for me, I would like to try the tteokbokki most. It's in the Korean, and although I have eaten it in some buffet buffet restaurant in Vietnam, but I'm always curious want to try it in the original country.
Okay, good answer, Cha Mi. Very good. Very good. All right. And finally, Kian.
Yes, teacher.
Thank you for waiting, Kian. Thank you for being patient. So, are there any foods you would like to try in the future?
Not too much, but yeah.
Bịa thì nhanh lên.
I think I want to try the local food of somewhere that I have interested. And here is England. For for example, is fish and chips. Yeah, I heard it from people who has been travel to England that it's take very good and not simply as chips and fish. It's so of real English. So I really want to try one.
Okay, good answer, Kian. Okay, good. So remember with these questions, even if you can't think of an answer off the top of your head, have to make one up. Okay, you must make one up for these. But that's good, Kian. Good. Okay, everyone. So I will stop the share. That's the end of the lesson for today. Thank you, everyone, for concentrating. Thank you for coming to the lesson. Please remember to be on time next week, because I won't stop for people who are late from now on. So please remember the lesson starts at 10 a.m. Except I know some of you have maybe other classes or other things from time to time. That's fine. But if you are going to come to the lesson, please log on before 10 o'clock. Okay, log on before 10 o'clock. Now, Mrs. Ha, did you want to tell them about the
Yes.
test?
Ok. Chúng mình sẽ có dự tính là có một cái bài, bác đã nói rồi là cứ sau 2 tháng mình sẽ có một cái bài mock test đấy. Thì mình sẽ tổ chức vào chủ nhật tuần sau nữa. Tuần tới này thì các bạn vẫn học bình thường. Chủ nhật tuần sau nữa thì chúng mình sẽ chắc là sẽ đến chỗ nhà bác, thì bác sẽ tổ chức cho để làm cái bài nói và bài gì, bài viết, bài nghe và bài đọc. Thế còn thì nói thì sẽ tổ chức ra thi với thầy, các bạn cũng sẽ lại online với thầy thôi, sẽ có một chỗ. Còn nếu các bạn nào mà chưa làm xong được ngày hôm đó thì chúng mình sẽ có thể hẹn lịch với thầy để buổi khác thầy phỏng vấn chúng mình nữa. Ok, thank you everyone.
Okay, so Phung Ni, will you please stay behind just for a couple of minutes? Everybody else, thank you for coming today. I hope you all have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you all again next Sunday. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, Mr.